You give your dog treats, take them for walks, snuggle together at night. But what if something in your daily routine, something so small, was silently chipping away at their health or happiness? Dogs are incredibly resilient and loving companions, often adapting to whatever care they're given without complaint. But behind their wagging tails and eager eyes, subtle signals of discomfort, stress, or long-term health risks can quietly build up unnoticed. These aren't the obvious mistakes, like skipping vet visits or neglecting food altogether, but the everyday habits that many dog owners assume are harmless or even helpful. According to updated veterinary behavior reports and nutrition studies conducted in 2025, more than 75% of dog owners are unknowingly making at least one mistake in their dog's daily care routine. These are not acts of neglect, but well-intentioned choices influenced by outdated advice, pet industry marketing, or a simple lack of up-to-date guidance. Fortunately, with better awareness, small adjustments can make a world of difference. This video explores the 16 most common and overlooked dog care mistakes, ranging from feeding routines to emotional well-being. By understanding the science and behavioral patterns behind these missteps, viewers will learn how to create a healthier, happier life for their canine companions. Even the smallest daily changes, adjusting meal timing, reading food labels more critically, or providing proper grooming, can dramatically improve a dog's mood, longevity, and overall well-being. Mistake number 1, free feeding or irregular feeding times. Allowing a dog to graze freely throughout the day or feeding at inconsistent times may seem like a flexible, loving approach. But recent nutritional studies in 2025 show that irregular feeding disrupts a dog's natural metabolism and can increase the risk of obesity, insulin resistance, and behavioral issues like food guarding or begging. Dogs thrive on structure and predictability. Scheduled mealtimes help regulate their digestive system, promote better appetite control, and even support training by linking food with positive routines. Veterinary nutritionists now emphasize portion-controlled meals served at consistent intervals based on the dog's age, activity level, and breed-specific metabolism. Mistake number 2, misreading dog food labels. In today's pet food market, flashy packaging and buzzwords like grain-free, organic, or human-grade can easily mislead caring pet owners. However, in 2025, consumer watchdog groups and veterinary dietitians have flagged many of these terms as unregulated or misused. The actual nutritional value lies not in the front of the bag, but in the ingredient list and the guaranteed analysis. Ingredients are listed by weight, so high-moisture items like chicken or beef might appear first, but contribute less protein than concentrated meals or byproducts. Understanding label hierarchies and nutritional standards, not just brand promises, helps ensure a balanced, appropriate diet. Mistake number 3, feeding human food as treats. Sharing bites of human food feels affectionate, but it can have unintended consequences. Trending health foods like avocado and coconut oil are often thought to be superfoods for dogs too. However, in 2025, updated toxicology reports show that while some of these are safe in moderation, they may lead to gastrointestinal issues, pancreatitis, or weight gain if used excessively. Additionally, salty snacks, spicy foods, and sweet treats, even in tiny amounts, can alter a dog's gut bacteria and contribute to long-term inflammation. Safer alternatives include single-ingredient dog treats, freeze-dried organs, or specially formulated training snacks. Mistake number 4, ignoring breed-specific nutritional needs. Not all dogs benefit from the same type of food, even if it's complete and balanced. Toy breeds, for example, require calorie-dense meals with small kibble sizes to match their faster metabolism. Working dogs like Border Collies or German Shepherds need high-protein formulas to sustain energy levels and support joint health. Senior dogs may need reduced phosphorus levels to protect kidney function, or added omega-3s to support cognitive clarity. In 2025, more veterinarians are recommending breed-specific feeding plans and rotating diets every few months to meet evolving life stage and seasonal needs. Mistake number 5, skipping dental care. While dental neglect is still one of the most widespread issues in pet health, it's often underestimated. New veterinary studies in 2025 have confirmed the link between periodontal disease and systemic issues like heart and kidney disease in dogs. Plaque buildup doesn't just cause bad breath. It harbors bacteria that can enter the bloodstream, affecting major organs. Daily brushing, enzymatic dental chews, and regular vet cleanings are now considered essential, not optional, for long-term wellness. Dental toys alone aren't enough to maintain oral hygiene, especially in small breeds prone to early tooth decay. Mistake number 6, overlooking nail trimming and paw pad care. Overgrown nails can lead to altered gait, joint strain, and chronic discomfort, especially in older dogs, and chronic satiate. Unfortunately, many owners fear nail trimming due to past bleeding incidents or resistance from their pets. In 2025, sensory-friendly grinders and nail care kits with built-in sensors have made the process safer and more comfortable. Paw pads, too, are often neglected. Dry, cracked pads can become painful and prone to infection. Applying pet-safe balms and checking for debris after walks, especially on hot pavement or rough trails, is a small step with a big impact on comfort and mobility. Mistake number 7, not adapting grooming to coat type. A one-size-fits-all grooming schedule can be more harmful than helpful. Short-haired breeds like boxers may only need occasional baths, but still benefit from regular brushing to distribute oils and remove dead skin. Double-coated breeds such as huskies require more frequent de-shedding, especially during seasonal coat blows. Hypoallergenic or curly-coated breeds like poodles or bichons may not shed, but they're prone to painful matting if not brushed and clipped regularly. Misunderstanding these differences can lead to skin issues, overheating, or pest infestations. Grooming needs to be tailored, not guessed. Mistake number 8, inconsistent parasite prevention. As climate patterns shift in 2025, tick and flea populations are appearing in areas once considered low risk. Cases of tick-borne illnesses like Lyme disease, ehrlichiosis, and new regional threats have risen sharply. Meanwhile, some fleas have developed resistance to older chemical formulas. Skipping a month or relying on outdated treatments puts dogs at risk for more than just itching. It opens the door to serious disease. Year-round, vet-approved prevention is now considered the standard, even for indoor dogs or those in colder climates. Mistake number 9, reinforcing fear-based behavior unknowingly. When a dog shows fear, whether during fireworks, thunderstorms, or visits to the vet, it's a natural instinct for many owners to soothe them with cuddles, baby talk, or treats. However, this well-meaning response can sometimes reinforce the very fear that's causing the distress. Comforting isn't the problem, it's the timing and tone. If attention is given in the exact moment a dog is trembling, whining, or hiding, the dog may learn that this reaction results in rewards or attention. In behavior terms, this is called validating fear. Instead, calmly redirecting the dog's focus with a familiar command, engaging activity, or offering a chew toy can help them associate the trigger with something neutral or even positive. Mistake number 10, not recognizing stress signals. Dogs rarely communicate stress in obvious ways. While barking or hiding might grab attention, more subtle signs, like yawning when not tired, licking their lips without food nearby, or showing the whites of their eyes, known as whale eye, often go unnoticed. In 2025, canine behaviorists emphasize the importance of early detection of these signals, as they often precede more severe behaviors like growling or snapping. Learning to read these cues can prevent accidents and deepen the trust between dog and owner. Mistake number 11, failing to meet exercise and enrichment needs. A quick walk around the block isn't always enough. Dogs need more than just physical movement. They need mental stimulation, too. In 2025, enrichment tools have advanced beyond simple toys. Puzzle feeders that mimic foraging, nosework kits that engage scent-tracking instincts, and even AI-powered games that adapt to a dog's learning curve are now widely accessible. Dogs left unstimulated may become bored, destructive, or anxious, not because they're misbehaving, but because their natural drives aren't being fulfilled. Mistake number 12, inconsistent rules and commands among family. One person allows the dog on the couch, another scolds them for it. One says down, another says off. This inconsistency can lead to confusion, stress, and delayed learning. Dogs thrive on clarity. When rules shift from person to person, It undermines their confidence and creates anxiety about what's expected of them. Establishing household-wide consistency in cues and boundaries helps dogs feel secure and increases their responsiveness to training. Mistake number 13, assuming independence equals happiness. There's a common belief that certain breeds, especially those labeled as low maintenance, prefer being alone and don't need as much interaction. However, 2025 research in canine emotional development shows that even seemingly aloof breeds form deep bonds with their humans. They may not demand constant attention, but their emotional needs are still very real. Assuming a dog is fine on their own can lead to understimulation and emotional neglect. Every dog, regardless of breed, benefits from quality time, communication, and a sense of belonging within the family unit. Mistake number 14, ignoring signs of canine depression or anxiety. Behavioral shifts such as sleeping more than usual, losing interest in toys, avoiding eye contact, or changes in appetite are often brushed off as signs of aging. However, in many cases, these can be early indicators of emotional distress. Canine depression and anxiety are increasingly recognized in veterinary medicine, and in 2025, they are no longer seen as fringe diagnoses. Changes in environment, loss of a companion, or even a lack of stimulation can contribute to a dog's emotional downturn. Recognizing these signs early allows for proactive support, whether that's added playtime, new experiences, or professional help. Mistake number 15, lack of canine socialization past puppyhood. Socialization isn't just for puppies. While early exposure is critical, continued interaction throughout a dog's life is equally important. Adult dogs that are kept isolated or only interact with the same people and environments can develop reactivity, fear, or territorial behavior. A 2025 study from leading canine behavior centers links ongoing social exposure, like meeting new people, animals, and exploring varied environments, with greater emotional resilience. Making time for diverse experiences helps dogs stay adaptable, confident, and friendly. Mistake number 16, believing love is enough without boundaries. Love is essential, but it isn't a substitute for structure. A home full of affection but lacking clear boundaries can leave dogs feeling anxious and unsure of their place. Without predictable rules, dogs may become clingy, disobedient, or even aggressive when they don't understand how to navigate their world. Balanced care means pairing love with guidance. Structured routines, consistent expectations, and rewarding desired behaviors all help dogs feel secure. And that's one of the greatest acts of love a human can offer. Mistakes in dog care aren't about blame. They're about learning and evolving. Every owner starts with the best of intentions, and that's something worth celebrating. But even the most loving routines can include habits that don't serve a dog's long-term health or happiness. The good news is that progress doesn't require perfection, just awareness. By identifying areas for improvement, whether it's feeding practices, emotional support, or better communication, owners can create a life where their dog truly thrives. Even the smallest adjustment, like using a new training cue or brushing more regularly, can strengthen the bond and extend a dog's well-being. If even one of these 16 habits rings true, consider it not a setback, but a step forward. Because every step toward better care is a step toward a better life, for both dog and human.